What is the first thing you think of when I say music production? Could be a musical piece consisting of a large orchestra and countless instruments, or a rock band playing into a microphone. But nowadays, most likely it'll be that one friend telling you to check out their fire beat that they made on their laptop. Music has become increasingly easier to make thanks to the advances of technology and with a little help of the internet. Gone are the days of needing thousands of dollars of equipment to produce some good quality music. And to quote one of my idols,
"This can all be done correctly with minimal amount of software," which is why you can have a kid make a dance hit on a laptop.
in order to understand how technology and the internet has completely revolutionized the music industry, we must first understand how we got here. From vinyl to tape to back to vinyl, the beginnings of music production were never easy. We begin with a phonograph, a device that would record sound on a wax cylinder with very low fidelity. Many singers and musicians didn't really like this method, as they would have to perform very loudly into a large cone. These wax cylinders were also very hard to produce, which made distribution all the more difficult. We would then transition to vinyl, which was a similar process of a needle etching into wax. Vinyl became increasingly popular as mass-producing vinyl disc was easy. Vinyl material would be placed on a metal press, and the information would be pressed onto it to create a disc, with information on both sides. This helped with mass production and distribution. At this time, we would then transition to magnetic tape, or tape tracks, which made production much more easier as errors done in performance could be fixed rather than having to start all over, which would be the case with vinyl records. This time we see the rise of mixing consoles and effects racks, which made mixing and mastering much more easier. Some mixing consoles even had computers built into them, which would finally bring us to the digital era. In the modern age of music production, digital audio workstations, or DAWs, are now the common practice. Mixing consoles and effects racks can still be used in conjunction with these types of softwares, but are more of an option rather than a necessity. Audio workstations eliminate the need for some, if not all, equipment needed to produce music. This powerful piece of software includes an onboard mixer, effects rack, recording, automation, and the game changer, built-in software instruments. These software instruments would make digital audio workstations stand out from the previous methods of music production. Would have access to a whole orchestra, rock band, and a large library of synthesizers at their fingertips. These software instruments use a protocol called MIDI, or Musical Instrument Digital Interface. These software instruments would receive these MIDI signals and play musical notes accordingly. These signals could be inputted manually via the software or with the help of a MIDI controller. These MIDI controllers come in various shapes and sizes, some in forms of a large grid of buttons, or some as piano keyboards. Even the keyboard on your laptop could be a MIDI keyboard, which is sometimes what I use when I make music on the go. To demonstrate the power of DAWs, I want you to listen to this song called Dark Red by Steve Lacy.
Don't give up on me. I belong with you. Only you, baby. Only my girl. Only you, baby. Only you.
Notice anything out of the ordinary?
Only you, my girl. Only you, baby. Only you, darling. Only you. Something bad is about to happen to me.
Other than being a very catchy song, nothing really stands out of the ordinary from a regular music production. But what if I told you this song was made on an iPhone? Steve Lacy has been known to use nothing but his iPhone and GarageBand, which is a free software that includes software instruments, drum kits, and the ability to record vocals, all on an iPhone. By introducing a device called the iRig, Steve was able to connect his electric guitar to his iPhone to record live guitar, adding more usability to an already free piece of software. Steve isn't the only one that has jumped on the bandwagon. Thanks to the internet and these readily available resources, this movement has become so big it has become its own genre, bedroom pop. Just like the name implies, it is music created by independent artists, more or less created in the artist's bedroom. One prime example would be Claro's Pretty Girl, which rose to fame and popularity thanks to the internet and its lo-fi aesthetic. Another big player which has since rose to fame thanks to influences such as Spotify and social media, and most importantly, one of my favorites. Omar Apollo is a Mexican-American singer-songwriter whose career began when he uploaded his song You Got Me on Spotify, racking up over 15,000 streams on day one and over 15 million in the span of a year.
Cause baby, there's something you know, but clearly you say I'm not good.
Omar Apollo went on to release his first EP, Stereo, in 2018, which was similarly well received. Omar has also been seen to collaborate with artists such as Kali Uchis and Joji, with both of these artists having a similar upcoming of an online presence before musical fame. This new revolution of artists is demonstrating how in the new age of streaming services and the internet, very little is needed for one to start their own musical career.